afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hopkinton High School Turf Fields for Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Soccer on HCAM. Tom Nappy on the call, John Ritz on camera, and today the 12-4-1 Hillers take on 8-4-3 Westwood in a TVL large matchup. It is the final game of the regular season for the Hopkinton Hillers. They will be going to the playoffs. Westwood will also be going to the postseason. So these two teams will continue on. Westwood is led by head coach Oleg Liss. The Hillers are led by head coach Garrett Sawyer. It is a chilly day today. Temperatures in the 50s, a little bit of a breeze. The lights are slightly on here at the turf fields, and we are just about ready to go. Max Nye in net for the Hillers. And standing in the center, that is Sean Golombewski. And this is a good match for the Hillers heading into the postseason. A good Westwood team gets you playoff ready having tough matchups like this. Donald Venerin is the Westwood goaltender. As Henkley works it over to the near side, Shaw sends it over to Ito. Now to DiMichele. Henkley sends it back. Gone gives it a side boot. Golombewski with the header. Sends it over. And back and forth we go here in the midfield area. Ito catches up with it. Sends it over to the far side. Booting it up the field, that was Steven Zuthen. Along the sideline it goes, and we'll have a Hillers throw-in. Entry rolls up the sideline into Westwood territory. It's going to be another Hillers throw-in. Vassington takes it. Nope. It'll be Balobreski. Enters it over to Schnorr. And the boot out in front, loose ball. And Golombewski pops it out. I don't think he realized the net was pretty open. And there's a attempt by Shots, deflected. And it goes flying towards us. Hillers throwing. Good pressure early on. We're in the just surpassing the first 2 minutes of this game. Into the box, Golombewski booted away as Monet Elias gets in the way. It'll be a Hillers throw-in. Gonna make that a corner. Ito sends it over. A little too much mustard on that one. Along the far side, and Westwood trying to work their way up. We apologize. We're working on some technical difficulties on the live broadcast, but we'll try to get through them. There's a throw-in by Gahn. Ito. The good news is we are recording, so no matter what you see on the live stream, the game will be crystal clear, but we're certainly going to try to fix the live broadcast for you. And in fact, I'm going to step aside and do that right now as you enjoy the scenes. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we apologize. Working through some technical issues here, trying to get the live broadcast squared away. Throw in for Westwood. Into the box. And now trying to turn it around was the captain, DiStefano, along the far side now. Coming around the near side, DiMichele. Sends it up to Schnorr. Golombuski. Along the far side. Hinckley trying to get in there. Working it upfield for Westwood is Lombard. Ito. Sends it up. Still in play along the far side. And getting tied up there was Schnorr. Ito. Coming up the far side, DiStefano. Now trying to approach McIntyre. Good steal by DiMichele. Golombuski sends it over. Just over 6 minutes into this contest between the Hillers, who are in their home green uniforms, and Westwood in their away white and green uniforms. Shaw sends it over to DiMichele. Gives it a boot across. Belabreski works it up. And we will have Hillers playoff games on HCAM, as many live as we can, depending on the MIAA rules. The home games we will certainly be able to bring you live, as far as we know at least. Boot across. Out in front, cleared away. Belabreski sends it up. In the way, Elias. There's a boot. Little high goes Graham McIntyre, the senior. Max Nye will send it away. Pretty good boot there. Sent down by DiStefano. Cleared away by Hinckley. Roberts in the curtain. Now with it is DiStefano. Sends it over. Roberts. Ito. Sends it up. Golombuski trying to get there. And it's wrapped up by the keeper, Varnerin. Along the near side, Wang. Hinckley getting in there. Booted out of play off of Wang. Hiller throwing. And that is out of play off of Mick. Sent along the far side. Back over to Mick. To McKelly, over to Shaw. Getting in the way, DiStefano. Golombuski. Up the near side he goes. Trying to work his way in. Sent out by Zuthin. Along the near sideline, throwing Hillers. And out of play it goes. The keeper, Varnerin, will boot it away. Off of Shaw. Golombuski sends it up. Still a scoreless game. Again, we apologize for the slight technical difficulties we're having today. Along the near side, and we get a stoppage. Henkley. Sent over to the far side by DiMichele. Ito. Looking for Golombuski. Driving in. Off of Golombuski. A live ball. Shot. Score. Hillers. Sean Golombuski makes it 1-0. At 27:48 left to go in the first half. And the goalie was a little shooken up. It looks like we're going to get Teddy Woodworth to come out and play net for Westwood. Certainly hope Varnerin's okay. Oh, man. Why is it doing this today? It's worked great all season. We don't have another cable, do we? Short one? Halftime. Roberts sends it up. Again, we apologize for the technical difficulties. We've had a pretty good run this season, but today a few technical glitches as Golombuski pops it up. Schnorr trying to work his way up. Henkley. And now that is Vasington. Sends it over out in front. And it's cleared away. Sent down, and it went right off of Hallahan. He didn't see it coming. Ito skies it, looking for Golombuski. Getting in front of that one, Zuthin. Golombuski now with the steal. Cleared away for the moment. Along the near side. DiMichele back to Ito. Ito trying to work his way up. Sends it towards Shaw. Getting in front of it, Roberts. DiMichele skies it. Vasington. Henkley. Here goes Vasington along the end line. And he was looking for someone in the box. Good pressure by the Hillers. We're 14 and a half minutes in and counting. A 1-0 lead for the Hillers, courtesy of Sean Golombuski. Schnorr up the near side, Roberts. Shaw sends it back. Vasington gives it a boot, just wide. Teddy Woodworth, the senior in net for Westwood, came in after Donald Varner and got a little shooken up. Along the far side, sent up by Demontopoulos. Header by Mick. Couple headers there. Good sequence. Ito. And it'll go Hiller's way. Ito sends it over to DiMichele. Henkley. Racing up the far side, DiStefano. It'll be a Hillers throw-in. Approaching Shaw. Golombuski. Here goes Schnorr. Schnorr. Some good moves there. And stomping that one out is Roberts. DiMichele sends it up. Vasington with a shot. Or excuse me, Golombuski with a shot. It's wrapped up. In the Hillers territory for the moment. And sent back over. Mick out in front. Ito. DiMichele. Sends it across. Over to Golombuski. Now it's taken away. Sent down by Wang. Along the far side now. Trying to approach DiStefano. Ito. Hankley. Back to Ito. Schnorr sends it over. And out of play along the far side. Well, the Hillers' pressure continuing on in this first half. Over to Mick. DeMcKelly out to Shaw. Getting in the way there, Lombard for Westwood. Wolverines looking for something here. Gunn has something to say about that. Bilo sends it up. What do you call that? A reverse kick. Here goes Schnorr. He has a break. Schnorr now with a couple Wolverines on his tail. Shaw gives it a boot, and it's wrapped up. And we have an injured player on the field. An injured Westwood player. We hope he's okay. So we are going to take a timeout. It's 1-0 Hillers in the first half on HCAM. Jack Iannelli into the game for the Hillers. Wilfred Chalangua in for Westwood. Along the far side. I missed who the shooken up player was. We were making sure everything was working on the technical end here. And so far, so good. Hopefully it'll stay that way. Mick sends it over. Along the near side, Hallahan. And now Wang sends it out. Approaching, and it's sent away over to the near side. Trying to turn it around, Vimenta. Well, the Hillers, they have just been very solid defensively. Especially, well, really all season, but especially in their last few games where they have played some great opponents and really did a good job at keeping them out of the box, as that'll get wrapped up by Nye. 19.5 minutes left to go in this first half. At midfield, free kick Hillers. Schnorr. Looking for Golombuski. Out in front of it, Roberts. Sends it back. Trying to send it up, that was Davin. DeMcKelly. Out in front, Iannelli. Golombuski. Sends it towards the net, it's wrapped up. Along the far side, and kept in play. Nice job by Demontopoulos. DeMcKelly sends it up. Ito. Wang trying to work his way down. Out of play it goes. It'll go Westwood's way. Vimenta on the entry. We get an elbow call there. It's going to be a free kick for Westwood. Drew DiStefano will take it. Into the box. Gone gives it a header. And Ito gets in there and sends it out of play. Roberts on the entry. Pass across. Takes a couple hops and out of play it goes. He'll go Hiller's way. Hiller's working quickly here, putting the pressure on Westwood. Schnorr looking for Golombuski. And sent out off of Roberts. On the corner, it's D. McKelly. Into the box, sent out. Trying to work his way upfield, Hallahan. That was a good send out there by DiStefano. Hallahan showing off the wheels along the far side. Meets up with Mick. And it's taken away by Declan. Airs it out. Now sent down to Lombard. Long shot into the box, wrapped up by Nye. 16 minutes and counting left to go as Nye sends it away. Westwood ball. Well, a good back and forth battle here between these two very good teams. Monette Ilias on the free kick. He'll pass it to his right. Sends it up to Chalangua, who puts it in the corner, and there's a boot, but that is well wide by Diamantopoulos. Nye will send it up. Gets under it. And a play it goes. Throw in Westwood. Wilfred Chalangua will take it. And sent back out. This time off of Westwood as Wang sends it out of play. Hillers have it. Hopkinton Hillers varsity football will be at Holliston tonight, which should be a good TVL showdown. So if you're looking to take in some Hiller football action, you could head down to Holliston for a 7 p.m. kickoff. Hillers trying to finish the regular season play at 4-4 as this is sent towards the box and away. Good defense there. Along the far side, Iannelli trying to get there. He has some wheels. Working the sideline. Sends it back, Schnorr. And it's cleared away. And now, Vasington trying to give and go with DiMichele. Davin trying to get in there. DiStefano with it. Sends it down. It will be a Westwood corner. Their first corner opportunity of the game. DiStefano will take it. And we have a substitution for Westwood. Graham McIntyre back into the game. Taking a breather is Jude Vimenta. Into the box. Header by, I believe that was Gone. Bilo trying to work it up the far side. Diverting him was Wang. Now the Wolverines looking to approach out in front. Good send-off. And there's a good boot by Ito. Schnorr. Looking for Golombuski. Ito. Schnorr. Ito now to Davin. There to intercept Roberts. Now with it to Stefano. On the give and go. And getting in the way, DiMichele. Airs it out in front of Golombuski. And we're going to get a stoppage. We'll go Westwood's way. Working it over as Wang to Roberts. Roberts sends it down looking for McIntyre. Throwing Westwood. Oh, that was a good job by Mick getting out in front of that. Golombuski now. Here he goes. He has some speed. Approaching. Takes the shot. Deflected off the keeper. Still a live ball. And it's sent out. As DiMichele gets in there and sends it out of play. Golombuski was trying to line up the perfect shot, get a little height under it, but just couldn't quite lift it over Woodworth. Sent down by Lombard. Now Di Stefano sends it over. A whole handful of substitutions here. Henkley, Shaw, and Dylan Machad into the game for the Hillers. Westwood also with a couple substitutions of their own. Kieran O'Leary comes in. Throwing Hillers. 10 minutes left to go in this first half. A battle along the far side. Henkley sends it up. Sent down. Pass up by McIntyre. And Nye will come to a dive and wrap it up. Shot along the near side. Shot. Henkley. Rashad trying to work around everybody. But Steven Zuthin had something to say about that. Wolverines looking for some pressure. That was a good job by Vasington getting there. Ito. On the far side. And sent out off a Lombard. Hillers will do it again. Off the throw-in. Shaw. DiMichele. Iannelli now. Sends it back. DiMichele. Ito airs it out, and it's wrapped up. Eight minutes and counting left to go as Woodworth sends it away. Ito sends it over. Vasington. Trying to work up the far side. Hillers throwing. Let's take a look at the TVL standings as we're in the last couple days of the regular season. Westwood 8-4-3, Ashland 9-7-2, Medfield 9-6-3, Norwood 0-17-0, Holliston, congratulations, TVL Large champions at 13-1-1, and Hopkinton at a very nice 12-4-1 record. TVL Small, you got Bellingham 2-13-0, Norton 4-12-0, Dover Sherborne at 6-8-2, as working his way up is Golombuski. Sends it out, and it's cleared away. Medway 9-7-1, Millis 9-5-2, Dedham 7-7-2. Your TVL boys soccer standings here in the final days of the regular season. There'll be a lot of TVL teams in the playoffs, including these two right here. Up to Henkley. Shaw sends it over. McKaylee sends it back up. Booted away. Mick up to Mashad. Turned around by McIntyre. And a good boot there by Bilo. Henkley. Trying to work their way down. DeMcKelly. Mashad. Over to Shaw. Ito. Here's Bilo. And he finds Shaw. DeMcKelly looking for Mashad. Back to Ito. Nice move. Gets it up. Looking for Mashad. Mashad. And it's going to be a corner for the Hillers. Or actually, let's see here. It's going to be Westwood ball. Woodworth sends it over to the near side of Roberts. And a play it goes. Throwing Roberts. DeMcKelly. Trying to work his way up to Stefano. And there's a boot, and it's wide from McIntyre. Oh, Wolverines building up a little pressure in the last few minutes. Aired out by DeMcKelly. Henkley comes to a slide. Ito. Ito, he's a smooth mover. Shaw working his way up. Sends it towards the net, wrapped up. Sent away by Woodworth. Ooh, Ito lost his footing. On the far side now. And sent out a play. Shot on the entry, DeMcKelly. Shaw. Up to Henkley. Looking for Mashad, a little too much in front of him. 3 minutes and counting left to go in this first half. Sent down the far side. Fassington got in there, sent up by Ito. Trying to approach McIntyre. Out in front. Trying to work his way in. Shot wrapped up by Nye. Drew Di Stefano on the attempt. Don't forget every Wednesday at 2 p.m. and also throughout the week during various hours, you can catch HCAM Sports Talk. Brand new every week. Trying to approach Iannelli. Keep you up to date on local high school, college, and professional sports on HCAM Sports Talk. Brand new Wednesdays at 2, and of course available on our YouTube page and airing other times on our HCAM channels as well. Along the sideline, out of play. Declan Mick going to come upfield to take the throw in. We're under 2 minutes left in the first half. It remains a 1-0 Hillers lead. Into the box. And a header out. It's going to be a corner for the Hillers. Ito's going to take it. Good air, maybe a little too much. Still in the box, and now coming away with it, Ben O'Brien. Up the far side, he goes to Hallahan. Ito approaches and steals it away from Cameron Roberts, who had no clue he was behind him. Shaw looking for Mashad. Up the near side, Ito. Henkley. Looking for Iannelli. Vasington. Trying to work the left side. And it's cleared away. Good back and forth sequence here. Sent up by O'Brien. Ooh, big collision. But staying on his feet was Hallahan as he went up against Gahn. Throw in Wolverines. And that'll do it for the first half after one half of play. It's Westwood 0, Hopkinton 1. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Soccer on HCAM. Second half coming up next. Welcome back in to the Hopkinton High School turf fields. We are ready for the second half. We have switched ends. The Hillers in their home green uniforms will be working right to left across your screen. And Westwood in their white jerseys will be working left to right. A 1-0 lead for the Hillers, only goal of the game, courtesy of Sean Golumbewski. At 27:48 left to go in the first half. A beauty of a shot to put the Hillers up. But it's been a good competitive game, and it's a great game to have right before the postseason starts for both these teams. A nice competitive matchup. Gets the blood flowing. Kyle Hallahan standing in the center circle. And he'll send it back, and we are underway in the second half. Donald Varnaren is back in net for Westwood, so it's good to see that he's okay. He was a little shooken up in the first half, and Woodworth had to come in for a good portion of the half. But Varnaren back in net for Westwood. And, of course, Max Nye for the Hillers, who's done a terrific job all season long. Along the far side, Shaw. Now Vasington gets in there. Golumbewski looking to drive upfield. Here he goes, and he set it a little too far in front of him. Donald Varnaren will get rid of it. We will have one last regular season game on Monday. We'll have Unified Basketball, final scheduled game they have at Hopkinton High School. Catch that streaming on HCAM's YouTube as well as our HCAM Ed channel. Sending it back is O'Brien. And of course we'll keep you updated with the added football games and postseason games we'll have in the very near future. Samaga along the near side heads it out. Sent down over to Lombard. And Unified Basketball will actually be taking on Holliston on Monday. Into the box. Header out by Gahn. Oof. Gahn put it right off the back of DiStefano. With this cold weather, that couldn't have felt that great. Into Westwood territory. Varneren gets under it. Back and forth we go here in the midfield zone. Ito, Samaga. And getting in there to knock it out, Wang. Off the throw-in. And we'll do it again. Gahn is going to take the throw-in. Puts it into the corner. Vasington with the header. Samaga along the end line. And off a defender it goes. DiStefano sends it up. Trying to get there is Roberts. Tries to put on a move. That was Kyle Hallahan, rather. Along the left side of the box, approaching. Gahn sends it away. Good job by Gahn. He knows where to be. Golombiewski sends it up. Over to Ito. Schnorr. And getting in front of him was a Wolverine. Turned around by O'Brien. Out of play it goes. Throwing Hillers. About 3.5 minutes into this second half. 1-0 Hillers lead. Shaw with it. Over to Ito. Looking for Vasington. Out in front, Schnorr, and it is wrapped up by Varneren. That was a great setup for Schnorr. Varneren sends that one up the far side. DiStefano. That is up to Roberts. And now trying to approach Lombard. He's diverted for the moment. Good coverage by the Hillers. There's a shot, and it's just wide. That was an incredible shot by Hallahan. That had all kinds of power, just a little off the mark. That was just a tad off. Now he gets under it. He snuck that shot between two defenders as well. Wolverines trying to put some more pressure on DiStefano. Matched up with Ito. Ito steals it away. Boot up by Lombard over to the corner, trying to approach McIntyre. And McIntyre meets up with Smith. Out in front, looking for the shot, and it's wide by Lombard. Well, good pressure by Westwood, but the Hillers need to reestablish themselves, get the ball out of the defensive zone. Good boot by Nye. Ito with the header. Smith sends it up. Schnorr. Up to Golombiewski. Back and forth we go. Shaw. And he's looking for Samaga. Samaga trying to stay with it. Shaw gets there. Schnorr. There's a boot. Nearly had the top corner. Well, good back and forth battle going on here in the second half. Varnerin will send it away. Sent up by DiStefano. Bilo responds. Throw in Smith. Here goes Shaw. Schnorr trying to get in there. Smith. And that is out off of Demontopoulos. Demontopoulos sends it upfield. Gone will get there. And it looks like Nye's going to pick it up. Sends it away. Right to the center circle it goes. And out of play along the far side, Hiller's ball. Golombiewski. Sent over by Schnorr. Ito. Shaw. Back to Schnorr. Shaw leaves it out. Golombiewski trying to get there, and it's just sent away. That was the captain, Connor Curtin, getting in front of him. It's going to be a corner for the Hillers. Ito will take it. Or will he? Let's see. Send in to Ito from Schnorr. Back to Schnorr. In front of the net. And it is put in. And that was Shaw. Ryan Shaw with the goal. Well, a senior, Ryan Shaw, comes through. And there is a number of different players on an assist there. Certainly have to have Golombiewski in there as well as Schnorr. 31-18 left to go in the second half. It's a 2-0 Hillers lead. That was just a great setup by the Hillers coming out of the corner. Trying to approach Hallahan. Mick gets there. Still out in front. Shaw trying to dig it out. Ito. Sends it to midfield. Good game between the Hillers and Westwood. Tom Nappy with you. Happy to be on the call. John Ritz on camera. As Shaw gets under it. Schnorr. And that is popped up. And sent away. Gone. Heads it back into the Westwood half. Vasington. Working the far side. And a little bit of a trip there. It's going to be a free kick for the Hillers. We'll see if Ito or Schnorr will take this. You never know. Trying to set it up again. And scooped up by the keeper, the junior Donald Varnerin. Along the far side, Smith. Ito. Gone, tripped up. Here goes Hallahan. Well defended by Bilo. Bilobruski gets in there. Throw in a Westwood. Chalangwa takes it. Now whether it is DiStefano. He meets up with Schnorr. Takes it over to the far side now. Golombiewski looking for a break. flying up the sideline. Puts on a move. Takes the boot off a defender. It goes. And it is wrapped up. Good speed coming up field by the senior, Sean Golombuski. Header by Mick, and Ito gives it a boot. DiStefano trying to work it over. Shaw. Ito. Samaga. Sent down by Bilo. Samaga trying to approach. And now Vasington approaching. Takes the shot, it's just wide. Vasington had a great look. 28 minutes and counting left to go in this one. Schnorr with it. Sent over. Pass up by DiStefano. Bilo gets there. Off a shot. Schlangwa sends it over. Trying to approach DiStefano. Gets it over to the corner. Diamantopoulos. Ito pokes it out for a moment. Diamantopoulos with it. Now it's Lombard. Over to O'Brien. Now along the far side. Into the box. Schlangwa gives it a boot. Gunn heads it out. And he'll give it another one, a little too high. Nye will send it away. To midfield it goes. Lombard sends it to his left. Pass up the sideline by Roberts. Turned around by Gunn. Schnorr leaves it out for Shaw. Over to Samaga. And now Vasington. Approaching. Puts on a move out to Shaw. Looking to get it in the interior, sent back out. DiStefano airs it out. And Gahn trying to get there. And it's going to go Westwood's way as Gahn was matched up with Hallahan. A little contact there. Free kick for the Wolverines. Brandon Wang will take it. We'll see. He might go straight at the net from this angle. Sends it out. Header out by Gahn. Trying to turn it around, Lombard. Matches up with Samaga. Sends it in. Mick clears it away. Sent up by Elias. Samaga over to Schnorr. Looking for Vasington, and got a little too far in front of him. Schlangwa sends it up. Lombard finds DiStefano. Now Wang. Poked out by Bilo. Schnorr. Back to Ito. Mick up the far side. Hiller throwing. Golombiewski. Ooh, that's a trip. Hiller free kick. Ito will take it. He has some range. And he lifts it into the box. And it went off of Vasington, wrapped up by the keeper. Varner throws it upfield. DiStefano sends it over. Schnorr with the steal. Sends it up. And cleared out by Zuthin. Bilo on the throw-in. Vasington sends it into the box. There's a boot by Schnorr, just a little high. Into the game for Westwood, Kieran Wang and Kieran O'Leary. Andrew Balabreski coming in for the Hillers. Ooh, Schnorr got tied up there with Roberts. Free kick Westwood. Out in front. And it is just over the net by Hallahan. I think we might have had offsides anyway. And we did indeed. Hillers will send it away. He gets under it. Work it up the far side. Ito's there. Shot. Approaching the midway point of this second half. Andrew Balabreski sends it over. It's taken away by DiStefano. Ito lifts it over to Balabreski. Up to Vasington. Vasington approaching. And that is put out of play. It is going to be a corner for the Hillers. John, you can kill the filter. It's looking a little dark. Ito will take the corner. And we are through the halfway point of this second half. Sends it in, header, Schnorr, and it's just wide. Good effort. Along the far side. Trying to work his way up to Stefano. Over to O'Leary. DiStefano. The captain put on the moves. Sends it into the box. Gone. Trying to send it back out, and it's out off of Westwood. Throw in Hillers. Header Schnorr. Schnorr trying to come away with it. Vasington looking for Schnorr. Schnorr trying to set it up. Approaches. And it's popped out off of Curtin. Hiller's going to have a corner. Sent in to Ito. Gives it a boot. It's off the post and out. Yeah, he's arguing, I think, that Varnerin touched it. And he's going to get his wish here. It's going to be another corner. Ito will send it in this time. Into the box. Still live ball. Sent out. Trying to take it away, shot. Andrew Bylareski sends it over. Ito. Back to Bilo. Now Mick. Mick along the far side. Looking for Golombuski. And Golombuski pops it in front, and Schnorr sends it sky high over the net. A great setup there, but a defender just in the way of Schnorr. Good pressure by the Hillers as we have 17 minutes left in this second half. Along the sideline. Out it goes. Smith will take the throw in. Into Gone. Smith sends it up. Ito. Chalangua. Up the near sideline, trying to take it away O'Leary. It's going to go Hiller's way. Gone sends it upfield. Good air under that one. And a little too much. Sent down by Shaw. Bilo sends it over to Schnorr. Ito. Schnorr and Vasington trying to sneak through. Vasington lifts it, looking for Andrew Balabreski. Approaching along the end line, keeps it in. Looking for the centering pass, and it's sent away. DeMcKelly back into the game for the Hillers. Graham McIntyre for Westwood. Golombuski will take a break. Throw in from about the corner for the Hillers. Into the box. DeMcKelly. Balabreski sends it out. Towards DiStefano. He'll lift it to the near side, looking for Vamenta. Ito pokes it out. Shaw gets in there. Ito. Chalangua. Looking for Vamenta. Trying to approach. DiStefano takes the shot, and it's wrapped up. Good save by Nye. Max Nye, the junior, lifts it towards midfield. Schnorr. And it's intercepted by Vamenta. DiStefano approaching. Ito sends it over to DiMichele. Back to Shaw. Now Smith. DiMichele. Back up to Shaw. Schnorr. Ito with the cross, looking for Bielobreski, and it is wrapped up. Along the near side comes Vamenta. Over towards Bilo. Vamenta sneaks away. Up towards Hallahan. Hallahan approaching. Ooh, wanted too much. Mick. Down to Bilo. Over to Ito. Along the near side, Vamenta. Gets it over to DiStefano. Trying to work his way in. Meets up with Ito. DiMichele. Looking for Bielobreski. Bilo. Vasington catches up with it far side. It'll be Wolverines' ball. 11.5 minutes left to go in this game. 2-0 Hillers lead. It's been a good one. Ito. Out of play. Smith on the entry. Into Schnorr, lifts it. Far side, DiMichele. DiMichele matched up with Roberts. Works his way in, out in front. Schnorr, shot, goal! And the Hillers lead it 3-0. What a great setup by DiMichele as Schnorr pops it in. The score comes at 10:49 left to go in the game. A good performance against a very good Westwood team today by the Hillers. Wolverines going to try to open something up. Up to Vamenta. Vamenta matched up with Will Bielobreski. Trying to work his way in. Bilo clears it away. Vasington with the header. Ito. And Golombuski sends it up and out. Zuthin finds Shalangua. DiStefano over to Vamenta. Into the box. Out in front, and it's just a little high there by Hallahan. Fascista Malacetti and Carlos Henkley into the game, as well as Brian Goo for the Hillers. Hopkinton looking to capture their 13th win of the season in their final regular season game. Malacetti with the header. Approach 9 minutes left to go. Chalangua. Fementa trying to work his way through. Goo with the steal. Henkley. Up to Ito. Along the far side. Smith sends it down. DiMichele trying to sneak it through. And it's popped away by Zuthin. Throw in Hillers. Bilo into Goo. Ito. Sends it over, no one there. Henkley. Matched up with McIntyre. It'll go Westwood's way. Pretty good air up the far side. Off of Smith and out. McIntyre. Too much. And a good stop by the, looked like the Westwood JV coach. Nice, sends it up to Smith. Hiller's going to play some keep away here. Ito. Over to Malacetti. Goo. Sent down by Gone. O'Brien. Chalangua on the give and go. Chalangua approaching. Deflected by God. Air under that one, a little high. Shot by Kieran Wang. Chalangua finds Vamenta. Looking for O'Brien. Goo gets in there. O'Brien sneaks it out. Out in front, shot, and that's in. Goal Westwood. That was Kyle Hallahan on the score. Makes it a 3-1 game with 5:46 left. Ito. Malacetti. Over to Goo. Henkley. Sends it up, Vasington. Along the far side, header into the box, and it's wrapped up. And it went out. Throwing Hillers. Final 5 minutes of this game. Out off of Henkley. Zutin. To Stefano. Goose there. That was popped off of O'Brien. Mick gets in there. Ito. Along the far side now. Good moves by DiMichele. Trying to work his way through. O'Brien approaching. Matched up with Smith and DiMichele. Into the box. Goo gave it a header. Still in the danger zone. There's a shot by DiStefano off of Mick. And he gives it a header. Chalangua. Back and forth we go. Sam Vasington back into the game. Free kick here for DiStefano. He's likely going to go right at the net. Airs it out, and not able to get a hand on it. And it's cleared away. For the moment, throw in Westwood. So Roberts on the entry, Smith. He'll go Hiller's way as Jack Iannelli back into the game. Iannelli. Said he sends it over to Henkley. Langwood trying to work his way up. Bilobreski gets in there. Bilo sends it up. Iannelli. And that is a trip. Free kick coming for the Hillers. Ito going to take it. Sends it flying towards the net. Wrapped up. Trying to work his way up to Stefano. Final moments of the second half. Of this game, rather. Over to O'Brien. Over to Vimenta out in front. Trying to approach. And Gone gets in the way. Still in play. Sent up by Goo. And it'll play on the near side. Header out by Smith. Wang. Good header there by Bilo. O'Brien. And it is going to be a corner for West, or it will not be a corner for Westwood. Gunn will clear it away. It's under that one. And that is going to do it. The Hopkinton Hillers are going to take the 3-1 victory over the Westwood Wolverines. A very impressive win by the Hillers, who improved to 13-4-1 on the season. And with a good win heading into the postseason, Westwood falls to 8-5-3 overall. And they are a very talented team as well. We certainly wish them the best of luck the rest of the way. But for John Ritz on camera, I'm Tom Nappy. This has been Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Soccer on HCAM. Final score for the final time. The Hillers take down Westwood by a total score of 3-1. To everyone out there watching, we thank you. Enjoy the rest of your night. We'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.